Hi, I'm Rachel Gingell. I'm going to share with you the tractor that we've been working on in the shop this week. Now, behind me is the F-14 Farmall that you can see. Normally we don't work on a tractor this old in our shop. Normally we work on newer antique tractors. So this one presented some unique challenges to us. We did purchase it from an estate where it had been non-running for quite some time. So anytime the tractor's been setting, you have to go through the carburetor. So we of course did that, cleaned the carburetor, and then we moved on to the magneto where we determined there was no spark within the magneto. We took it apart and found out that the gear did have some teeth missing. Here's the gear that was in there. Also, there was an issue within the cap. You can see that the bushing easily just comes right out, which is not good. It should be really snug inside there. The bushing should be fixed inside the cap. So we purchased a new cap with the bushing in there and a new gear and put it back together. Now when we installed the magneto, we did pay special attention to the timing. That's so important for any tractor that you take the magneto or the distributor out of, is the timing. There's two marks on this gear, and then there's one mark on the other gear that all has to be lined up properly so that your tractor is in time. Of course, the firing order on this tractor, it's written right here on the block, so that's really easy to get your firing order correct. Just one note, I know that this is not the factory magneto that would be on this tractor. Normally you would see this type of magneto on an Allis-Chalmers. However, it's the magneto that was on the tractor when we purchased it, so we made it work for this tractor. Once we had the magneto rebuilt, we went through the carburetor and took care of a couple of other little issues. We were ready for the tractor to run properly. Now, one thing that's really exciting about this tractor is the electric start that you'll see over here. This is a shop fabricated electric start. It's not something that came from the factory, but it still is very functional and a nice option on a tractor like this to be able to just push the button and start the tractor rather than to have to crank it around. You'll see a Chevy starter here, and then there's a flywheel gear where the belt pulley would traditionally be. So that's all hooked up. There's a plate that holds the starter on here. This is where the battery would set. I have the battery removed and down so that you can easily see what's going on right here. Normally, we of course would have a battery up here on the tray so that it's all neat. I'm going to go ahead and start up the tractor so you can see how nice this electric start works. Anytime that there's a challenge on a tractor and you work on it and labor over it, it's so rewarding at the end when it starts and runs properly like this one does.